And again, I'm sympathetic to wanting people to come forward. Don't get me wrong, I'm sympathetic to that. And I'm not saying that we can't preach on doctrines of heaven and hell. I'm not saying that. Even Paul says, some save by pulling out of the fire, some save by love, right? There's a time and a place, and there are a lot of sermons that employ a lot of different methods. What I'm saying is, Jesus needs to be fundamentally centric to any salvation message. It shouldn't be hell for 1,000 hours, and at the end we tack on Jesus. So that people would accept anything because of their fear of hell. And by the way, the method doesn't even work. That's why when these tent revivals go through a town, they're like, well, we're changing people. Look at all the thousands of people who came forward. And then the moment they leave, that town goes right back to the sin it was in before. Because those people aren't scared anymore. They're not going to church. They're not scared. Once they were scared, they would accept anything. But sooner or later, what you save someone with is what you save them to. If you save them with the love of Jesus, you save them to always loving Jesus and following after Jesus. If you save them with the fear of hell, you save them to being scared of hell. The moment they stop being scared of hell, they're out of there. And they're not sticking around. And you see it all the time. That's why stuff that remains is made up of the love of Jesus, of what he did. He came to save you from sin, from building your life on something that doesn't work. He came to break the bonds of sin. The slave master that you gave yourself over to, that you became enslaved by, he broke that slave master's power, and you can engage in the path that walks towards God, hand in hand with Jesus. That is the salvation message. Now we can talk about the consequences of not doing that, but that needs to be primary. And if there aren't enough souls coming forward and being saved by the message of Jesus and the love of Jesus, you're not the one who's saving people anyway. God saves, not you. God could save the entire world by you reading the genealogies in Genesis. So stop thinking so much of yourself. When we employ too many methods of winning people to Christ, and going beyond what the Bible even says to come up with new ways of making things scarier and making things unpleasant and coming up with more creative ideas that extrapolate so far beyond the core of what we were trying to say in the Bible that they now have become something that is unrecognizable, we do very poorly.